If you think fallen angels are just biblical metaphors, think again. The Book of Enoch tells a story so explosive, so dangerous, it was banned, buried, and erased from history. Why? Because it names names. It exposes a rebellion among divine beings who came to earth, broke the rules, and corrupted humanity from the inside. These weren't just demons in disguise. These were watchers, fallen angels who brought forbidden knowledge, altered our destiny, and may have shaped the world as we know it. The Book of Enoch reveals ancient secrets that shake the foundations of organized religion and modern science. And if you think this is just mythology, you'll be shocked by what they found buried beneath the sands, locked in Vatican vaults, and hidden in plain sight. This isn't just an old book, it's a warning. And the ending of this story, you haven't seen it yet. This wasn't just some forgotten scroll or apocryphal side note. The Book of Enoch was once sacred scripture, quoted in the Bible, revered by early Christians, and authored by Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah, the man who supposedly walked with God and vanished without dying. So why was this book erased from history? Because it didn't just tell a story, it exposed one. The Book of Enoch describes a cosmic insurrection, a group of fallen angels, called the Watchers, who descended to earth and broke divine law. They tampered with humanity, shared forbidden knowledge, created monstrous offspring. And here's the twist. What if these angels weren't spiritual metaphors, but something else? Something not of this world? Why else would the church hide it so carefully? According to the Book of Enoch, it wasn't just a fall, it was a mutiny. 200 fallen angels, known as the Watchers, descended to earth. They landed on Mount Hermon, a place still shrouded in mystery, and made a pact, a blood oath. Bound by their rebellion, they swore that none would betray the mission, no matter the consequences. Their assignment was to observe, but they crossed the line. They interfered. They altered everything. The Book of Enoch tells us these fallen angels took human women as wives. The result? The Nephilim, monstrous hybrids, part divine, part flesh, entirely dangerous. These giants walked the earth, consumed everything, and ruled like gods. But the real horror wasn't just their size. It was what their fathers taught us. Weapon making, sorcery, war tactics, astrology, hidden knowledge humanity wasn't ready for or meant to ever have. What modern scholars call mythology, the Book of Enoch calls a cosmic invasion, an operation to hijack the human timeline from the inside. And here's the terrifying part. The same knowledge still circulates today, hidden in plain sight. And the Watchers? Some say they never left. The Book of Enoch doesn't just describe sin. It records a transfer of power, a leak of forbidden knowledge from fallen angels to humanity. Azazel taught mankind how to forge swords, knives, and shields, introducing organized violence to a world that had never seen war. Semjaza revealed enchantments, root-cutting, and sorcery, unlocking portals to realms we were never meant to enter. Other Watchers? They taught astrology, signs of the moon, knowledge of the clouds, and the motion of stars. It wasn't primitive religion. It was a system, a map, maybe even a manual. Some believe what the Book of Enoch describes is actually ancient technology, masked in spiritual metaphors. Stargates, dimensional travel, DNA tampering. And the Nephilim, those hybrid giants? Could they have been early experiments in genetic manipulation? The knowledge didn't just corrupt humanity. It rewired us. It turned man into predator, priest into sorcerer, kings into gods. And here's the chilling truth. Much of that knowledge wasn't lost. It was hidden, preserved, passed down, whispered through secret societies, woven into sacred texts and symbols. The Book of Enoch wasn't banned because it was dangerous fiction. It was banned because it might have been the truth. The Great Flood. We've been told it was divine punishment for sin. But the Book of Enoch offers a different reason. It wasn't just cleansing. It was erasure. The fallen angels, the Watchers, had gone too far. Their hybrids, the Nephilim, were destabilizing the human story. So the Creator sent judgment. Archangels were dispatched. The Watchers were bound in chains, sealed beneath the mountains and deserts of the earth. The Nephilim? Wiped out, or so they say. But not everything drowned. The forbidden knowledge survived, scattered in fragments, hidden in secret scrolls, embedded in ancient temples, preserved by mystery schools. Some trace it to Egypt, where gods with elongated skulls and impossible knowledge ruled. Others point to the Vatican, rumored to hold the original Book of Enoch in underground vaults, far from public eyes. And sometimes that knowledge slips through. A symbol, a carving, a scroll fragment unearthed in the desert. Each piece whispers. The cover-up never ended. The Book of Enoch was once sacred, quoted in early Christian texts, revered by ancient followers. But then it vanished. Why? Because it was dangerous. It told a story the church couldn't control. A story where angels disobeyed, where knowledge didn't come from priests or prophets, but from fallen angels. It revealed that the first war wasn't on earth. It started in heaven, and humanity caught in the crossfire. This was cosmic rebellion, spiritual mutiny, and if the masses read it, they'd start asking the wrong questions. So, by the 4th century, Council of Laodicea, it was scrubbed from the canon, gone from public eyes, replaced with safer scriptures, but not destroyed. It survived in the highlands of Ethiopia, protected by monks, hidden from Rome. It lived on in whispers, through mystics, secret societies, and apocryphal fragments. Then came the Dead Sea Scrolls, and suddenly, the lost book was back. And here's the twist. The same forbidden knowledge the Watchers gave, we're rediscovering it. Artificial intelligence, Stargate physics, anti-gravity research. This isn't just tech. It's a memory, something buried deep in our past, or maybe our programming. So the question is, did we invent it, or did we inherit it? So ask yourself this: why do governments, religious authorities, and mainstream scientists stay silent about the Book of Enoch? Why does a text quoted in the Bible get dismissed as myth? Because it breaks the script. Because it tells a story of fallen angels, not fallen men. Because it says humanity was manipulated, not simply sinful. Because it reveals that our true enemies aren't human at all. It's not just about ancient giants. It's about a war, a spiritual war, that never ended. The Book of Enoch wasn't banned because it was false. It was buried because it was too real. And maybe because the Watchers never left. They've just gone quiet, watching, waiting, influencing from the shadows. The same way they always have. They weren't myths. They were Watchers. And they're still watching. If this made you question everything you've been told, don't scroll past. Hit like if you believe there's more to this world than we're being told. Subscribe to uncover the secrets they've spent centuries trying to erase. And drop a comment below. Do you think the Watchers are still here? Or were they wiped out completely? This is just the beginning. Stay curious. Stay awake. You're watching The Hidden Angle.